Hello, and welcome to my channel, SpiritualEsq, which is short for Spiritual Esquire. And this is my first video, so thank you for watching, and hopefully it is helpful for you. Now, as you can see, SpiritualEsq was established in 2015, and I'm just now posting a video, so I thought that it was fitting that the first topic was on procrastination. So let's look up, quick Google search on what procrastination means. All right, so procrastination means the action of delaying or postponing something. That's straight off Google. If we look at the American Heritage Dictionary definition, procrastination means to put off doing something, especially out of habitual carelessness or laziness. Ooh. And Merriam-Webster's Collegiate Dictionary is to put off intentionally the doing of something that should be done. So pretty consistent. American Heritage is a little bit harsh, but I think American Heritage definition with the whole laziness or carelessness situation definitely defines kind of how society views procrastination, and there is that negative connotation. So we're in this pandemic right now, and I've always told myself that once I have time, SpiritualEsq, I'm going to put all this energy into SpiritualEsq, and I'm going to change the world and bring good to the world, and all of these, all these nuggets that I get, I'm going to share with the world, all this stuff, right? And we've been in a pandemic, and I have time, and I have not been doing that. So cancel that. I'm doing that now. That's all that matters. But it was just kind of baffling to me that it actually wasn't the lack of time. It was me. Like, I've been procrastinating. So I sat down and I decided to get the answer as to why. That's another thing. So I meditate and I connect with my higher self, and my higher self there's so many variations of, there's God, there's the divine, there's source, there's the universe, there's your higher self. Whatever your connection is to that all that be, whatever you are a part of in regards to you being that unique energetic frequency that can connect to the greater energetic source, whatever that greater energetic source is to you, that's what I'm talking about. So sat down, got in my meditation, got all zen out, got real with it, candles and all. Like, we need this answer. And it's kind of interesting that I never asked the question before. And I got an answer, and it was dope, and I want to share with you all. For anyone else that's out there that has this purpose where they've been inspired in spirit to see come to fruition and feel like they just can't put the energy into it, or can't put enough energy into it to get it to where it needs to be. So this is what I got. I got two things. The first thing that I received was have fun. And I'm like, have fun? Like, okay. And, meditating. I'm like, well, do tell. Like, I'm out here having fun. But as the message, or as my higher self began to elaborate on what that meant, what it meant was, if you can't tell, Esquire, that's an attorney. I'm an attorney, and I was approaching this purpose, this inspired purpose, SpiritualEsq. I was approaching it like work, like my matrix job, and I was like creating to-do lists, and it was just like effort. So when I sat down and looked at it, it felt like work. And not saying you don't have to put work into your purpose and having your purpose come to fruition. No, you definitely have to put in work, but it should be fun. This is what we were put here to do. Like, you should be having fun. And so my higher self was like, you need to have fun. And it directed me back to my childhood, that childlike innocence that we had, the creativity. We could spend hours like just in a room with nothing in it, just being inspired and just being creative and being on our imaginations. And it was so much fun. And that is the energy, and that is the vibration we should be operating on when we are fulfilling our purpose. When we are taking steps to fulfill our purpose, whatever that may be, we need to raise our vibration to match that high vibration of that childlike innocence, where that creativity flows from. And to do so is like, have fun. And this isn't just, going out and doing that adult things. Like, but it's like, what did you do when you were a child? You know, what inspired you when you were a child? What really drove your imagination to go wild? What was that? And have fun in that way. And it truly does raise your vibration. So then when you sit down to take action towards bringing your purpose or manifesting your purpose in reality, it's different. It's like you want to do it. Okay, so that's just one thing I want to say. I'm like, procrastination isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it's a real clear message from your higher self, or whatever you call your that connection, to pay attention to the vibration that you're operating at when you are attempting to fulfill your purpose. And what is the energy behind it? The energy behind it's so important, because that's what's going to make it successful. And if you are not taking steps towards fulfilling your purpose with the highest vibration, spirit will stop you, because you need to have that vibration behind it, right? So it is almost your connection to spirit, divine, God loves you so much that it wants you to be in the frequency that you need to be when you're taking action towards fulfilling your purpose. So it stops you so you can realign. So be gracious with yourself, have compassion, and have fun. Like, that's number one, have fun. All right. So that was really powerful. I almost wanted to cry, because I was like, wow, here I am judging myself and thinking like, I have this purpose and I can't fulfill it, like it's me. But in reality, it's my spirit, my connection stopping me so I can align in the way that I can, so it can be everything that I know it can be. And I was just really grateful for that. And I want to share that. Number two was another form of communication from spirit, in regards to also letting me know that I'm in upgrade mode right now. Mind, body, soul. I've been doing a lot of spiritual work. I've been working a lot on myself to make sure I can remain in this higher vibration, this innocent, this pure vibration, so I can do the things that I want to do. And that changes you. That changes you on a biological level. It changes your brain. There's a lot changing. So if you've been doing work, if you've been doing certain spiritual work or physical work, it goes mind, body, soul, right? It's like one of those things where you need to catch up with yourself. And sometimes that takes time. So it's also validating of the work that you've been putting in. I know there's that, while I wasn't taking steps like I felt I should be towards SpiritualEsq, I was doing a lot of spiritual work. And I'm like, well, how can I be doing all this spiritual work, but I can't, fulfill this purpose, like, and really get SpiritualEsq out there. And it was just kind of baffling to me again. And yeah, and what I was told is I'm going through a transformation. All of this needs to fully download within me and integrate within me, so then I can take the next step. So that was another thing. It was also like stopping me. And here I am again thinking that I just can't get it done. But it was like, no, you're actually upgrading right now, downloading, upgrading, whatever. I'm not a tech person, but it's just like you're upgrading right now, and that takes time. And when you're fully integrated, like, everything's gonna begin to flow. And that was a beautiful message for me. And honestly, I can say everything is beginning to flow right now. So those were two things that I got. And I just wanted to share with everyone that's out there that has truly been inspired to fulfill some type of purpose. And if you have not, that's okay too. Be gracious with yourself. We all have a purpose, and just sit with yourself. Ask your higher self, what is it? It took me 5 years to ask, why have I been procrastinating? And to be clear, I have been doing stuff for SpiritualEsq. It hasn't been that I haven't been doing anything, but I've been playing small. I've been doing it on a small level. And I've been feeling like I've been ready to play big, and I was wondering why I wasn't stepping fully into my power to do so. And a part of it was, one, validating the spiritual work that I've been doing, and I'm in integration mode. And then two, telling me to change the vibration that I was approaching it. I was like law school, like work, we're gonna do this. And it's like, no, It doesn't need to be like a checklist or a to-do and I'm gonna spend 8 hours on it today. It's like, no. It's like raise your vibration like a child. The irony, right? We grow up to be like we were when we were a child. But anyways, thank you so much. I hope this was helpful. And yeah, first video down, more to come.